This team was up 10 games in June in the AL West, 10 games, and now they trailed the Houston Astros. Just absolutely. It's crazy. They looked like they finally put it together. It looked like that pitching staff was doing everything they could. Everyone said it's okay. They just need to find some hitters. They go out, get a Randy Arozarena at the deadline. People are saying, hey, that could be a guy that puts them over the top. They go get tinier moves like a Justin Turner. He started working out immediately. It's a grand slam in his first at bat there or something. It looked like it was going well, and then it's tough. And now you're sitting there at one point, you're 10 games up, and now you're no longer have a job. Don't think you saw that coming.
No, it happens, but hey, you got to win now. And yes, the offense had problems. They made a change earlier in the year with their hitting coordinator, hitting coach, and the offensive problems have been glaring. It's been something that's been talked about for Seattle for the last couple of years. This is the team that should have been in the playoffs last year, in my opinion. They missed out because the Rangers and the Astros were the ones that kind of snuck in yet again. But for this case, you just mentioned the Seattle Mariners were in a comfortable position to make a postseason appearance and to make a postseason push. Now they're sitting at 500, and in the American League, where it is so competitive, they are the furthest team out of their division now. They are 5 games back of the Houston Astros, who have been red hot, and Seattle's losers of 8 of their last 10 games. That is how the cookie crumbles. It's a business where you're expected to have success. And in this case for Seattle, the same problems happened. They weren't getting to the postseason, and the clip, I honestly thought they were a sleeper team for me last year. I thought that they could make noise this year because, Zach, hands down, they have the best starting rotation, hands down in baseball. But yet we're seeing your starting rotation can only take you so far. And for Seattle right now, it's led you right back into mediocrity.
Yeah. And you feel for that fan base, for that team. I mean, you see guys like Julio Rodriguez, who's having a down year. You added a Randy Arozarena. They have pieces on the offense that we've seen in Baltimore when they played us, that Cal Raleigh is a threat at any moment to, gotta give myself a little boop.
Whoop, give it a little boop.
Dive.
Boop,
there
boop,
we go.
Boop, there it is.
This team had offensive potential, but like you said, it was the fact that most frustrating this rotation 1 through 5. Their number 5, Brian Wu, is a number 2 at least on 90% of teams. He's spotting like a 2.2 ERA, and he's the number 5. This team is filled with studs in that rotation that you look at and you go, how can this team lose? And they were proving it early this year. Up 10 games in the AL West, it looked like they were running away with it. And now it's just all back down to reality.
Brian who?
Woo.
Brian Woo. 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 Well, hey, that's also that's electric.
2 claps and a Ric Flair.
Yep.
Woo.
Woo. But Seattle, it's not looking good, and they're even further back in the wild card.